Hello, everyone. Josh here. So, last night I had a nice chat with Sammy and Eugene from the Bitcoin and Coffee YouTube channel. Been friends with them for a little while now. If you like what you see in this interview, it's up on their channel too. But I just figured I'd upload it to mine, Bitcoin and Coffee. Go give them a subscribe. They do a live show roughly every 2 or 3 days, talking about Bitcoin, crypto, just hanging out. Their channel is a nice size. They have a nice community of people that tune into the live streams. So hit the bell button for them. Join the chat. It's not a ridiculously huge channel, so they usually do get to all of the comments, and there's a nice discussion during the live show. Keep you up on the sentiment, what's going on with Bitcoin. They bring up some news articles just to riff off. And you had a good time. Bitcoin was at 18,000. It's exciting times for Bitcoin and crypto. So enjoy the video. Say hi to Mia. Say hi, Mia. Say hi. Alright.
Chop your own wood. Keep you warm twice. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, guess what? Tonight we got a special occasion going on. Me and Samantha, we're hanging out with our friend Josh. Are you there, Josh?
Hey, hey guys.
We thought we'd
Eugene, hey Sammy.
we thought we'd just get out here tonight, maybe talk a little bit about Bitcoin. The price is up, everyone's ecstatic, so let's just keep the conversation going.
Yeah, it was a great time to be joining you. It's exciting times in Bitcoin and crypto in general, and yeah, it's great.
So what are you thinking over there, Samantha? I mean, we see the price climbing again. Do you think we're heading for that $20,000? I mean, we've had the predictions, and they were a little early. We were doubting it when people were saying $20,000 in December. Now it looks like it could be a reality.
I would like to say that, I hope so. I don't know. I do think it could go either way. I don't want to get my hopes up because, I am a present shaker. And so I'm just going to hold out that it'll be 20,000. But it could go down. And then people will get all sorts of squirrely. Yeah.
I kind of think it might be a little more of a stable, steady bull run than last time, 2017, because I don't know how much it's like the average everyday person, but it seems like more like corporations and hedge funds and stuff, and I guess PayPal just got in, that helped, but
that is true.
I don't know, like I hate it or love it, but like it seems like corporate banks are getting in, and like maybe they'll just kind of slowly push it up. I don't know. I hope more retail people get in. I don't want to see, rich people get all the Bitcoin, but
not just all the rich people.
Yeah, that's something that's been talked about, quite a bit recently, that it does appear different this time around, that there's been a lot of the entities, either the corporations or the banks or even small countries, right? We've heard about them starting to stack Bitcoin as their asset of reserve. The conversation of steering away from gold more to Bitcoin as a store of value. It's about that idealism, right? Of changing from a material possession to realizing how much possession there is in some of this digital information. Why ransomware is worth so much.
Yeah, I'm really not interested in gold very much. Maybe it would be smart to have a little bit, but Bitcoin just has so much room to grow just to catch up, and I think Bitcoin's better. And
yes, we don't have
I don't know. Maybe I'll get like.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that as well. If you're gonna have gold, it's kind of like physically have gold. I would say that it's because it's like the end of the world, this apocalypse. You got to go trade it with somebody to get something that you need, and in that case, I'm not gonna take gold.
They have to test it and make sure it's not.
Yeah, right.
Fake.
Little slivers.
Yeah, I'm gonna
gold. It's expensive.
Toilet paper.
I don't know if you guys saw this. Ivan was saying, he's like, I'm not going to do like electroshock to my gold. I'm not going to ultrasound like to a pregnant woman on my gold. Blah, blah, blah. He's ridiculous. But Yeah.
But you do. I
I
mean,
mean, it'd be
right?
kind of nice to have it like in my safe, but
I mean, yes, okay, I get. I mean, because you never know. Just like how I would like to have the stockpile of toilet paper as well, and the MREs or whatever, like a little bit of everything,
the,
just in case.
for the black gold.
I don't know. I think I'd get further
I'm
with
a
an
farmer.
extra box of bullets either way than any gold I had in my safe.
But yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I think I would definitely would not take gold. If I had something of value in apocalyptic time, it would not be gold that I would be going after. I would be going after, like, you got a goat, you got a cow, you got some chickens, toilet paper, drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, the things that are important.
So, all right.
Yep.
Well, with the price going up, people are talking about a blow off valve, right? Because we usually see, the price of Bitcoin go up and then it spikes real high and then comes back down. We've seen us go up to 18.5. We came back down. We're a little under 18 last I had looked at it. Do you think that's it? Do you think that we're going to consolidate sideways for a little bit? Or do you think that, like, we still have this to come? You know what I mean? Like that we're going to see how, what the guy from Citibank is saying by the end of next year, $318,000. That means that right now, these little blips of between 17 and 18,000, they're nothing in the grand scheme
To
of
get
what's
to
going to be happening.
318,
Right. There's
yes.
large candles to come. I mean, do you think that this is where we are, or do you think that maybe because of the large entities being involved, that the 20,000 is going to be a hang around spot? Like we'll hit that 20,000 and we'll be there for several months.
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say for me. I'm not the best trader, so.
None of us are here yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll get over 20,000 within the next week or two. After that, I mean, it's kind of uncharted territory. We could go up a lot, then take steps forward, 2 steps back, and maybe just I don't know. I don't know.
It is hard to say, it is hard to
I mean,
say.
I guess
We're talking
people
about
are gonna probably take a little profit and
investors that we
buy
haven't seen
altcoins.
before.
Oh, profit in his altcoins, Eugene. I know, something we don't have because we don't have.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've noticed a lot of people have been talking about DeFi and that it's coming back, that it's not a dead, pumped projects and stuff, that they've moved beyond all of the food tokens.
The food tokens were like, you have to buy the token so that you can like provide liquidity on Uniswap, so there's a market. And when you do that, they give you more tokens, but everybody just gets the tokens and then dumps them, so you're actually losing money. And like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes for like a day, and everybody just dumps the token and because it's a worthless token. Like, what's all this stuff about governance? What are you governing? It's a smart contract.
Right? It's like, where are the rules here? Because I don't see any, okay?
I mean, I think that at some point it should be
No, like,
and will help, the world as a whole. It's just like Ethereum, just like everything else. It's going to take a long time. It's going to be a lot of, we got these milestones. Okay, let's push it back a little bit because we're not quite there yet. This ideal of having completely decentralized finance. I mean, we have trouble with finance now, right? We're looking at everything that's happening with the virus, and we're seeing stuff like $277 trillion in global debt. It seems like during this whole time, everyone that has been making it and isn't out there saying that they need a stimulus check, they've just been sliding credit cards. They've just been taking loans.
yeah. Well, in general, I like DeFi. I think I have some Aave tokens, and like the whole deal where like you can put up some Ether and like borrow a stable coin or like that. That's cool. It's not anything I would probably ever use personally. Maybe I would lend and make an interest rate, but
Yeah,
you can do like leverage now. You can do leverage on, you can do wrapped Bitcoin leverage on decentralized. So you don't have to like KYC at BitMEX or whatever. Like personally, that might be cool for some people if you like leverage, but I'm actually making decent money for liquidity on two decentralized exchanges that work in completely different ways, and it's actually pretty fun. It's not a lot of work. It's probably kind of risky, but it's nothing crazy like food tokens. But I like Bitcoin. I got a lot of Bitcoin, but I'm actually one of the pairs I'm doing liquidity for is wrapped Bitcoin and USDC. So got my Bitcoin and paying pretty good interest rate so far. Maybe it could drop. It's just people are buying they're giving me tokens as a reward, and then people are buying those tokens because they think they have some kind of value. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just dumping them. I'm not holding on again, but you get the impermanent, because that's a pool like Uniswap. It's basically Uniswap but on Matic network.
Oh, okay.
Like on layer, separate layer where you can transfer Ethereum tokens, but it's a little more scalable. So the transactions are really cheap, which is nice. The liquidity is low. That's why I'm making a decent interest rate. But you get impermanent loss. Like if the price of Bitcoin goes high, you end up selling Bitcoin and getting more USDC, and then like maybe kind of lost out. But
yeah, because it's like, how do you gauge how stable that is? Yeah. Because in theory, your interest can go up and down, like depending on both sides, right? Like the USC or the. So I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, basically when you're in one of these market making pools, if at least it's easiest to understand when one of the assets is a stable coin, because like either way, you're basically getting screwed, because if it goes you're only making a 0.3% fee on the trades people are making, and if it goes way up, basically selling the whatever wrapped Bitcoin all the way up and getting USDC, and eventually you would have been better off just holding the wrapped Bitcoin. And as it goes down, you're basically buying the wrapped Bitcoin as it's going down. So at some point you're left with no USD and a bunch of worthless, whatever. So
Right.
at a certain point you end up losing money. So you make money on the volume, but basically the rewards are so good on this DeFi thing that I just, if the price of Bitcoin goes up, I just use the rewards and buy more Bitcoin or wrapped Bitcoin. It's been working out pretty well for me for the last month I've been doing this. But the Jelly Swap one is the one you might be more interested in.
Jelly Swap. I mean,
it's like atomic swaps. You can buy you can trade Ether for Bitcoin or Bitcoin for like USDC on totally decentralized. You can provide liquidity and like earn fees. You can set your own fees, but that's not a pool. That's like just like someone gives that and you give them that and charge a fee. But
okay.
And then I do that. Like most of my trades are on the Bitcoin and ETH. So and you just like they don't hold. It's pretty much totally decentralized. Like you connect your MetaMask and you connect your ledger for your Bitcoin, and you send your Bitcoin, and then my like Butler software, they like send the ETH, and when they're both there, it just switches.
Gotcha. So it's like the whole if you're holds custody for a second.
Trying to get away from if you're trying to get away from centralized exchanges, like, and no one really knows about this Jelly Swap, but like it's actually a really good user interface. They have a good stats page. There's only like $150,000 of liquidity on there right now, though. But you can do like up to 1 Bitcoin at a time. So
I don't know. I mean, stuff like that's going to be questionable in the future, right? Because we keep seeing that push towards KYC regulation. So the ideal of having decentralized exchanges, it's something we want, right?
Yeah.
But it's not something that they want.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it is a big
definitely
concern.
something to take advantage of now while we can, especially if you're somebody that has cryptocurrency, because we know that everyone that bought Bitcoin at any of the exchanges is now having to turn in their information, and will have to turn it in
So
here
getting
soon.
nice little notices. Hey, we know that
Yeah.
you.
I'm worried about, like, I have my Bitcoin, like, on my private wallet, and, like, the exchange won't accept it again.
Right.
It's like, how do I do this? I got to go, like, on the street. Like, that scares me.
Yeah, right. What do you?
I was actually
oh,
thinking
no.
for my next video, I like a message to the U.S. government, like what I think you should do regarding cryptocurrency. But we can just talk about it now if you want. But I'm not really sure what they should do. I think regulation is a very big factor, especially for us being in the United States.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, I don't know. They like to put everything on lockdown here pretty quick. So it's like, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, when we see, companies like Grayscale and what today we heard about the Deutsche Bank, and you know what I mean, everybody under the sun is getting involved. PayPal, like we were saying earlier,
Mhm.
the ETF is coming, right? So it is a matter of taming Bitcoin, or thinking that they've tamed Bitcoin to get this in, right?
yeah, but who cares about Bitcoin if it's all just stuck on the exchange?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, it is. I mean,
like corporations can use it, but like the average everyday person just stuck on an exchange, it's like that's.
I mean, that would.
I would rather that than it
Right,
get
yeah.
banned completely. But
Well,
I mean, yes, where you didn't want to conform to KY, and then like in the end, you did get banned, or you did get where things were frozen, and you weren't able to actually take anything off of stuff because you never followed the regulations to do so.
I don't know. I mean, if
Alright.
you owned your private keys, you would still always have access to your Bitcoin. The Bitcoin network would never discriminate against you to send to another peer wallet, right? Just because they had a small group network inside the Bitcoin network that wouldn't allow you in doesn't mean the Bitcoin network didn't exist.
Yeah, you
Right.
would just have to go
You would
sell
just
it.
have to
Yes,
continue
it would
to
have
work
to go
around it.
other ways.
And that's always been like when
Yeah.
we talked about the governments wanting to compete with Bitcoin, or having to compete with Bitcoin, that they would try to outlaw and regulate it. But it is that what? It's Trojan horse. We're Trojan horsing it. We're getting in. They think they want Bitcoin. They think they're going to replace their gold with our standard of value. And eventually
yeah, and
we'll encompass
they
it.
can tax it, and they'll be happy taxing it, and
Yes,
whatever.
I'm hoping.
I want to maybe buy a house with Bitcoin, but do I have to fill out like a bunch of paperwork before I can send the Bitcoin? So like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping that yes, they're
It's just silly to me.
regulating
It's just
stuff.
the government wants to control a little bit too much in the terms of finance, in my mind. And I guess I'm a lefty, liberal, progressive, but like, yeah, the government needs to lay off the financial restrictions a little bit here, for real.
I mean, I don't know. The
I mean,
decentralized
maybe
stuff.
they ban privacy coins. I can kind of see that. Sorry.
Oh, I was saying the decentralized stuff needs to work better because I mean, half these people think that they need to be on exchanges and on stuff that do all of it because they're so afraid that somebody is going to get their stuff, or this is that, or there's a back door. And it's like, are you, somebody just, I mean, it does just need to.
I don't know. It'll be the seesaw effect. As Bitcoin continues to grow, it'll also mean at the same time that the American government and the dollar bill are crumbling. As they want to put more regulation on Bitcoin because it's doing so well, they'll have less officials to enforce it, less people out there lobbying to make laws against Bitcoin.
And I do think we need better privacy coins. Like you were saying, I mean, like, yes, because that is the other way around it. Is just, well, I mean, for the longest time I had so much hope in Fluffy Pony and Monero, but okay.
No, yeah,
I still like Monero. I mean,
on the wallet.
if I'm just doing if I'm just a transaction, it's still nice to like send it and not be like, oh, now you see my wallet, now I'm doxxed.
Right.
But like, maybe the government can track it if they really try hard. But now, like Shapeshift, I don't think you can get Monero on Shapeshift anymore, and that was a really easy place to get it. Now I got to go to Kraken, and that's a pain in the ass.
Oh, I still hate Kraken stuff. I don't know. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't like the way it is at all, but whatever.
Now, it's been a while since we've been over there. You don't know what the user interface
You're right,
looks
man.
like.
Maybe they made it even more
don't-
horrible.
It's about the same, but I had some polka dot staked on Kraken, and I traded it for something else the other day, but I was like,
I don't know. Yeah, it was super
Anyway.
frustrating. Like I was just like, wait, so wait, okay, and you're okay.
I mean, it's one of the more trustworthy ones, and like it's a nice backup. Like I don't have anything on there, but it's a nice backup because they can do a direct deposit into my bank account if I like get banned from Gemini or something. So it's nice to have a backup.
We're plugged into it.
Oh my god.
And from Monero. But
Well, Samantha's gonna run off and go
you have
grab
an animal
the report, but we're gonna keep going.
situation
all right?
going on?
Did you see the video of the Wyoming senator? I don't remember what her name is, but she's talking about how she wants to bring Bitcoin into the national discussion.
She's like, yes, it's a great store of value. It is deflation. She said something a little incorrect about like it's deflationary or something. She said there's only going to be 21 million, so I'll give her credit for that. I don't know. I don't know if I want Congress to be thinking about this yet. I kind of be like, just leave things be for another like 2 years till we're big and a lot of people have it like in their 401ks, and then you can't really ban it once enough people have it very easily. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I guess it's a good thing.
I don't want it to actually happen, but the ideal that she's saying it out there is something else to get more of the average everyday lemon to start thinking about the fact that they got to get Bitcoin. Bitcoin's important. It's part of the national conversation, that it's not just this dirty internet money that's used on the black web and for extortion, and you know what I mean? That it is an investment, an avenue, and something of the future that needs to be acquired.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the senator?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, Samantha? I mean, you heard her little thing. I mean, do you?
Yeah. I mean, she sounded very passionate for some reason, but yes, I mean, yeah, it's all good, I guess. I mean,
everything's good for Bitcoin.
That's what I'm gonna go with, because yes, it felt like a real long time that like no one was talking about, like, and it was just like, what the like, for real, like no one. And now there's a lot more.
Yeah, but I just hope she doesn't stir up the bee's nest, the beehive, and like, because there's definitely some senators that don't like Bitcoin, and if they all get together and convince everyone else, then she's the only one.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
I don't know, but I'm glad she's speaking her mind and being open about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Hopefully,
on.
Is Wyoming a really crypto-friendly state?
Yes.
There's one of those states out there.
I mean, in 2021,
crypto-friendly when you're in state, but the feds.
Hopefully in 2021, while the price is going up, the government will be busy trying to figure out how to pay all the debt and the bills and bail the states out and all of this and pass this vaccine around and stuff, where they won't be able to, spread themselves far enough to be focusing on Bitcoin, and everybody will have had an opportunity to start getting a hold of Satoshis, right? Downloading wallets on their cell phone.
Yeah.
Slip in under the cover of night type deal.
The look over here?
Yeah, look over here. Deal with COVID. And then everyone's running around with Bitcoin in their wallet.
That would mean a lot of people would have to get an education very fast.
Well, I mean, we know that the price is going up now, and it has a lot to do with, institutions and companies and all of this. And we've seen from the Google searches and all that the average person isn't here yet. So they still need to come in for this bull run to complete its cycle. And that also tells us that we have a long way to go, because when the people came in, that's when we seen the greatest upward spikes. So that's where they get this 300,000. But at that time, I remember at that time, that's when we were having 200.
It's totally possible. I don't want to jinx it though and say we're going there, but if we're going to 300,000, man.
I mean, yeah.
I think Katie would go semi-retirement right now.
Right? Why not? just screw it. I mean, you can always go back if you need to. It's not like there's not going to be sick people for right? So there you go. They will always need medicine.
Well, that was all of the different jumping off points I had over here.
Oh, all of the topics, huh?
Yeah.
The asterisks. All right.
What about you, Josh? Was there anything you want to talk about? Anything going on with Eternity?
Any other new ones?
I don't know if you noticed, I changed my name from Josh TH AE News to Josh TH Crypto News.
Yes, I did know.
There's not a whole lot going on with Eternity. It's just been sliding back in the ranks. The price has been in the shitter for a long time, not really recovering. I think they're down to rank like 170 something. And it's I mean, thankfully I diversified. It's only like 4% of my portfolio, and that just I still kind of keep up. I'm still friends with some people in the community, but
Yeah, because they did some pretty
there's just
cool
not a whole lot of yeah, they had some cool stuff going on. I'm not saying it's totally dead.
It always
But
sucks. Yeah, when they stall out, it's all like, no, keep going. You can do it, man.
Well, it's that biggest milestone of all.
I think the tech is yeah, they need people to build apps that people actually use, and like they've been doing some streams on YouTube lately, but after a long break, and they're like talking about DeFi. It's like there is no DeFi on Eternity. I mean, some guys were trying to build something. I don't think it's come out yet, but they did this big thing they bought superhero.com, the URL.
Okay.
I think they spent their whole budget on superhero.com. And they had I know, and it was a little disappointing. They made like this wallet. It's kind of cool. Like you can tip like YouTube videos and tweets. You just like open up the wallet and say tip this person some AE tokens, but like it doesn't notify the person that they're there, and the person has to go in, like download the wallet, go into their video, and like claim the tokens. But like when you tip them, it like shows up on like superhero.com. There's a list of all the tips, and you can like sort, and it's kind of like a social network. But it's kind of cool, but it never really took off. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. I wasn't a huge fan. It was like a nicely designed thing, but everybody on there's like speaking different languages and stuff, and you just sort through, and it's like a 10-cent tip here and a 10-cent tip there, and it's like, whatever.
That does suck that you also like. It's like, yeah, I know you got a tip or not, unless you go and look. Like there's
keep
no.
sticking your hand in your pocket to see how much money you got, right?
Right. Let me just keep counting. Oh, it's going up.
It's like I got 50 cents of tokens. That's like not even enough to trade on an exchange. So
I love those ones.
like a lot.
So like, yeah, man. I don't even have enough to do anything with it, but I have some. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the name of that
well.
was, but this was way long ago when we first got this. Remember, we had turned computing power towards them to use on chain, and they were looking for alien life form out there in space, and they rewarded us with tokens for the CPU power. And I used to have so many of them, and they were never worth anything.
Oh my God. It was because what was that one that so what was it? That like broke down, like had little paragraphs of all the little tokens.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it literally got us with talking to aliens. Yep.
It was like, we got to get involved.
You met some aliens?
I wish. Well, I probably have, since they're among us.
Well, I guess talking about out there and among us.
They're out there. I don't know if they're among us. I don't know.
We got tickets to Ooby Dooby.
Yes.
You think we're going to pass out flyers?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about it, maybe. It's in Texas.
It depends on, I don't know, like what level of social distance and like COVID restrictions like they make you actually enforce. I mean, because
Pray for the vaccine. Pray for the vaccine.
Can I just lie and say I got it? And I mean, I know they're gonna give everybody their little glow dot. They'll know.
A little glow dot. You get a shot with a glow dot tattoo.
Yes, and that's how they'll know, because you will lie.
Well, what do the other people care if they already got the vaccine? I don't know.
That's what I'm gonna go on with. Is we're just gonna be that whole like the hippie parents that we're all like, listen, if your kid has been vaccinated from polio, don't worry about if mine has it, right? I mean, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I know I don't want to get shot.
I'm not a like expert.
Well, I've been thinking about it. I mean, we're still not sure if we're going to drive the bus there or not. It's a while away. It's about 6 months away still. So the
Yeah, 'cause that one's in
contemplation
March?
is April.
April.
Is when we get closer to the event based on what's happening with the virus and all of that. And if the event does kick off and they don't refund our money on the tickets, maybe we'll put out a tally fund or something and raise up a few dollars to buy flyers, and we can pass them out front or during the camping.
We can have a little table where it just says "take one" in case it, like the candy was supposed to be for Halloween, in case anybody gets, you know.
But it's an opportunity for us to
Yeah.
get back out there and possibly try it again.
Yeah, seems like it went pretty decently. I mean, if not, you just gotta bring a big poster and like hand out flyers on a stick with one of those little
Yeah, sandwich
little,
board
like,
it
things, like,
instead
here
of
you
like,
go.
you know, the end is nigh, the financial end is nigh, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I
So-
mean, you know.
Do we got a counter over there? Has it been a long episode?
I actually don't know. It might tell you down here somewhere. No, I have no idea. It just says recording. I mean, I think it's been a minute. It feels like I've had to go and do a lot of things just to make this continue to happen.
Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about, Josh? Because otherwise, I think I'm going to go ahead, close down this episode. We can keep talking after the video's over, but I want to be able to keep this video palatable, and we know that YouTube likes videos between 15 and 30 minutes, so.
No, I didn't really come here with an agenda. I just, I'm happy about Bitcoin's price. I made some losing trades, not many, a couple losing trades, and wish I had just put that money into Bitcoin. But I'm like 50% Bitcoin right now, and yeah, it's been good talking to you both during these exciting times.
It's gonna be 20K. Just wait.
You can find, if your viewers want to subscribe to me, I occasionally upload random stuff. Just search Josh Crypto News. It's actually Josh TH Crypto News, but just Josh Crypto News. I got like a little farming avatar.
Little farm avatar.
Yeah, it's a permaculture. It's called the permaculture egg. It's like a rainbow snake eating itself with some trees in a lake, and yeah, you can find. I grow fruit in Massachusetts. I also grow cannabis. I'm a farmer. I'm a DeFi farmer.
I can verify that his
I'm a
jam
weirdo.
rollies are amazing.
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 Thanks. Yeah, I'm not really. I don't have a commercial kitchen permit, so I'm not really supposed to be like selling them out of state. But I can hook you up.
It
was
we
a gift.
received as a friend.
Yes. You're allowed to share gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Josh has been a friend of ours.
Thanks for having me
a long
on.
time. We've done a couple of videos with him before. It's been a minute since we've done an interview. Of course, it's been slow going around here without being able to get out there and do flyers and have a lot to talk about. But the price is coming back up. Things are starting to bubble and happen, it feels like. So, of course, we're trying to see if we can't get back out there, do a little bit more. We're going to see if we can't keep Josh on the line and continue to book him for some more. If you guys out there are interested in any way in talking to me, sharing your thoughts and opinions about Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency space, just shoot me a message. There's going to be some links down below with ways to be able to get a hold of me and get in touch so that we can make that happen. If you want to participate with this Ooby Dooby thing because you're thinking you want to get out there and give back to the community, we'd love to have help and participation.
I might.
Samantha, you got
Yes.
anything?
Yes, Josh. Yes.
I might.
No. He
We got more from Josh over there.
said he might,
Ooh,
Texas.
Florida.
Come
Oh,
on.
I was saying I might be interested. I don't know.
We
We'll
could be
see.
in the middle somewhere. Like, road.
I have to check my schedule.
We also we bought tickets for Forbidden Kingdom. That one's a little further away.
Yes, that is
So
in
that's in
June,
Boca
or-
Raton here in
yeah.
Florida. So hopefully we might try to do that one. And we do have some people recruited already to go with us. We may or may not get them to pass out flyers. We're not sure. We'll have to sneak attack them with it.
Sounds fun.
All
I'm
right.
not going to be passing out eternity flyers. I don't know. I'll wear like an Ethereum T-shirt
There you go.
to go along, guys, or something.
I know he
Oh,
stole my
one more
Bitcoin
thing.
shirt, so
I
now
did. I
Mhm.
did steal your shirt. Of course, I always got to wear them for the show,
One more thing. I know you guys remember Hex,
Yes.
Richard Hart's thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I free claim the first day, and yesterday you got 10% of your reward up front. You had to stake the rest of it for at least 350 days.
Okay.
That 350 days was yesterday. So I unstaked it.
Ooh.
And you know what? It's like $90 per Bitcoin. So there you go.
Okay.
Not bad. Free money.
Yes, not as horrible as some
Nothing.
people have been saying. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, all of the crypto
Just thought you might be interested.
right have been worth something at some point or another.
Yes, I mean even even like the Bitcoin diamonds and all of them.
Yeah.
You just
I
had to
mean,
have timing. Like it was like don't like sit there and hold on to it and ponder.
Yeah, I got the Uniswap airdrop. Did you guys get a Uniswap airdrop?
No.
No.
Oh man.
No, the
If you had
one
claimed the hex, and then dumped the 10% got right away, then you would have got the Uniswap airdrop, man. That's the big payday.
Mhm. See?
That was a really nice surprise. But you just get lucky sometimes,
Yeah.
I consider it luck.
I consider it luck too. Eugene thinks it's like a
feels
skill or
luck,
something.
I mean.
Mm-mm.
That was totally out of the blue. I was not expecting that at all. I actually had 2 accounts because I was doing the jelly swap thing, and you need like accounts. I was like, holy shit.
Ooh,
Anyway,
okay.
All right, you guys. We
a
super
BitBoy
coming
apparently
out here, hanging out with us again.
had
for the
6
Bitcoin
accounts.
Coffee. You got to continue to stay tuned. We'll be able to bring you some more interviews with Josh. You got to go check out his channel because, hey, he's pumping out some good stuff. He's a good friend of ours, and you know he's not going to steer you wrong. Josh, any last words on this?
Try not to. Nah. If you come to my channel, wear your big boy pants. I don't want no blame. I don't want no death threats when something gets hacked.
No one's a financial advisor, and
Yeah.
we don't know
I
any.
try to present the risks.
We're just trying to get involved out there, change the world a little bit.
Yeah. We're early. Things are going to change, though. Things are changing.
We can change. We can do it. All right.
All right, guys. See you later. And remember, keep that BTC safe.
Peace.
Bye, guys.